Hello, welcome to Newsballs. For the people that only like the idea of being interested in world affairs.
Gay fucking shit.
You will choose to stay at home, brother, for you'll be able to do everything you need, because the revolution will be televised. The revolution will be digitized. The revolution will be scratched, spun back and sampled into loop. It will appear as the red button on your remote control. The revolution will be brought to you by Apple, Mac or PC World, with Nokia and Motorola providing SMS updates. The revolution will show pictures of hopefuls queuing overnight for the latest audition, with Pete Waterman as Shay and Foxy as Fidel, because the revolution will be televised. Betamax will be available for the old school.
I'm totally okay being filmed. You have my permission.
Okay. Is it okay if I put this on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, so what are you here for?
I'm here to fight for the 0.05% or the 99.05%. And
You will play yourself, or Brad Pitt playing you, or you playing Brad Pitt playing you. The revolution will be televised.
North Korea had already brought its week-long launch window forward by a day, and it wasn't wasting any time. Just 2 hours into that window, the rocket carrying the Kwangmyongsong, or Bright Star satellite, lifted off.
Are you scared? That's not a rocket. I've seen bigger fireworks for selling off licenses. Yeah, I'll have 20 embassies, 2 lucky dips, and that North Korean satellite rocket.
All overseen by the country's young leader.
You often hear it said that life in North Korea is so anachronistic, it's like you're living in the 1920s, where year upon year, the latest must-have accessory is a brand new bell to hang around the neck of your communal ox. But judging by this sharp undercut and curtains combo, I'd say they've at least caught up to 1990.
And relayed by its most famous newsreader.
우리 당과 국가 군대의 최고 영도자.
This is Ri Chun-hee. She's kind of like Joseph Goebbels if he was reimagining anime, and at the point of ejaculation was asked to freestyle rap an algebraic formula that proves beyond doubt that the great leader is infallible.
우리 당과 국가 군대의 우리 당과 국가 군대의 우리 당과 국가 군대의.
Hang on, why is she stood in front of Tracy Island? I f***ing knew it.
It's an epochal event in developing the country's science, technology, economy and defence capabilities.
It's that defence capability that so worries regional and world powers. A rocket that can launch a satellite could also carry a nuclear warhead.
Not that we're scaremongering, but did you know a super soaker can be used to squirt anthrax in your eye, and your neighbour's dog could be rigged with explosives?
This system itself doesn't really have military applications, but nevertheless...
No, that's fine. I'm happy with
things
that.
I hear about New Hampshire so much, and it's shocking. I've heard it for a long time now, but shocking because you drive through the beautiful wooded areas. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It's one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see.
Shh, something good's got to be coming.
But one of the problems, and it just doesn't seem to go, and that's why it's so surprising to me, maybe it makes more of an impression, the heroin problem. But shocking because you drive through the beautiful wooded areas.
Of course, woodland. If there's anything that can take your mind off your isolation, your desperate sense of hopelessness, it's that sweet, sweet brown. I'm talking about autumn foliage. It's just beautiful. In fact, I'm surprised the Betty Ford Clinic isn't in a fucking tree house. That's how good it is. Bambi never turned to smack when her mother tragically died. Oh no.
The heroin problem, the drug problem, and all of the stuff that's pouring in is incredible. I mean, the drugs coming into New Hampshire is just incredible. It's pouring across largely from the southern border.
You'd have thought for such a successful and wealthy businessman that Donald Trump would understand the rudimentary concept of supply and demand. But he seems to be under some impression that if he erected this magical wall and completely cut off the supply of heroin, the junkies would just be sat around going, "Man, all the dope's dried up. How's about some CrossFit? Badminton, yeah? That fucks your knees up pretty good."
It's interesting with the drug thing and alcohol and other addictions, but if you don't start, it's really easy to solve, okay? It's like smoking. If you never smoke a cigarette, you don't have a problem quitting.
Dude's a fucking visionary. Why did no one think of this before? No, please, no. Not again. No, why? No, you monsters. Why? It's too soon. Another Jackie Chan movie.
You said I would bring back waterboarding, and I would bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding. What did you have in mind?
Well,
he will just not go away. He's like a crap Terminator sent back from the future to destroy the concept of democracy.
I said, we are living in a world where in the Middle East, they're cutting people's heads off. They're chopping a Christian's head off, and many of them. We talk about Foley, James Foley, and you know, what a wonderful young man. Boom. They're chopping heads.
Boom. I'm surprised he wasn't asked to do the fucking eulogy.
Boom. Boom.
Isn't it great how his Twitter handle is @RealDonaldTrump? Because somehow there's a parody account out there that could be more ridiculous than he is. Now, I'm sure everybody's heard of the idea of taking an infinite number amount of monkeys and setting them an infinite number of typewriters, and eventually they would produce the complete works of Shakespeare. Well, you could take an infinite number of traumatized post-medical experiment monkeys, indoctrinate them with Scientology, and let them type away an infinite number of keyboards solely using the power of their own farts, and you would not come close to producing anything as incomprehensible as real Donald Trump.
You buy the dust, you buy the farm. Hey, 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 ain't stupid what you're trying to do.
Having a bad day? Being mauled by a leopard? No? Well, shut the fuck up then. I should expect the YouTube comment section was an outpouring of collective grief and human empathy. Isn't the internet wonderful? There's a storm brewing. A political storm. Oh, fuck off.
British Prime Minister David Cameron has been in Poland and Denmark as he seeks backing for his EU renegotiation plans.
It's the EU okie dokie.
Denmark is traditionally Eurosceptic and accepted all of Cameron's ideas to rewrite the terms governing the UK's EU membership. Speaking in London, the President of the European Parliament, Martin Schulz, said Europhiles in Brussels, Luxembourg and Strasbourg are growing tired of British boat rocking, and if it wants to leave the EU, then it should do so.
Which means you're going to be hearing a lot more of the ridiculous word Brexit. It's kind of like the Swiss clinic, but it's with the package that includes a continental breakfast before your bye-bye pill.
From the Foreign Minister of this country today.
Wait, is this still a thing? Is he still living at the Ecuadorian embassy? He's like an Australian backpacker that you let crash on your couch after a party, and he's still there 18 months later.
Saying this changes nothing. Philip Hammond, as an individual, I think he's a perfectly nice person.
Is he a hero for freedom of information, or a bit of a creepy weirdo? Either way, Assange, pack your stuff up, including your beer snake and your multicoloured wristbands, and fuck off. I want my couch back.
A man arrested and charged for tossing an alligator into a Wendy's drive-thru window just got out of court.
And I'm going to leave it there. That's it from Newsballs. Let's not make it weird. Bye. 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 Bye.
After he turned himself in for charges that included assault with a deadly weapon.
Happiness.